Hello everyone, I'm Overhaul, and today we will be reviewing My Hero Academia, chapter 264, or is it 63? I don't care about the number. The thing that it is important in this chapter is the story, and the title of it is Unforgiving One, which I will not lie, when I saw the name Unforgiving One, I thought this chapter would at least end with Dabi, but Dabi isn't even referenced, well, in a confirmed way, if you know what I mean. So yeah, we begin this chapter with the way we ended in the last one, with the whole endeavor failing, not failing, just not able to save Natsuo because he didn't know what to do. So we see him hugging Natsu and Bakugou. And Inaba is worried about Natsu. And there's this very funny scene in Bakugou where he's like, I'm great. Get off me. You smell like old man. Inaba is clearly more focused on the Natsu almost dying. So Natsu is like, it's hard because, they're very sensitive to heat and Inaba when his quirk activated, he is going to damage them. So yeah, now they have a little. Natsu and Endeavor now have a big discussion. Like Endeavor says that I was worried that if I would have I don't know damaged you a bit or like just if I saved you like in any case, you would never talk to me again because you hate me and let's not pretend that Natsu even said himself in the previous chapter after the battle with Haya that if you think you can, I'm just gonna forgive you after everything you've done just because you beat one villain, then you're delusional or something else light. So even if it never beat him again, he would probably just not want to talk because to him directly or something. So yeah, Bakugo then after the another conversation, they points out where's the villain. And Todoroki's like, oh, I already beat him. Like there's just a random fuck that was using a quirk booster for and at least a couple of hours that booster worked for. So yeah, the villain's beat. And that villain is still Spike his no, I should have been killed. That type of rather act. And after that, Bakugo is like, hey, number one, did you say you wanted to see the end of the winter break? You wanted to see us, let's be better or something? And that was like, you guys did well. You covered up for my mistake. You basically went doing what I would want you to do. And Bakugo is pissed because he wanted them to be salty. And Eko is happy because he managed to use his Air Force technique pretty well. Well, he managed to save people's lives with it. So yeah, everyone's kind of happy. Okay. And then not so and another continued conversation. And they really like I understand you two have a lot of feelings now, and this was a very important case, but there are a bunch of people around that can hear you, and some of them even go like there's even a scene where a guy driving by or a girl, I don't care, driving by and looking at each other or something. So it's kind of weird they have this big conversation and then people just everyone can pretty much hear or something. So yeah, now in the previous chapter, Natsu said that Endeavor killed Toya, or Fumi said that Natsu believes that he killed Toya. We don't know exactly the case of it, but it does seem that Endeavor does seem to agree that he is the responsible one for killing Toya. Granted, it's debatable if he's just taking responsibility for himself in the case of his Toya's flames, or if he ran away from home and then he was here or something. We don't know those details, but apparently, maybe he was screaming. That's all that we possibly know because not so much as that he hears Toya's voice constantly every night, which is kind of creepy. Which does make me believe that if Dabi is going to be revealed to be Toya, which at this point, disproved that is the fact that Toya is supposed to be that, and even now we don't know how. It's possible that we will go that next level of flame and he'll start screaming in pain. Because so far we haven't seen how he reacts when he feels pain. We saw how his body's reacting when he's reaching those levels of pain, but we haven't seen what he feels when it's starting to really be painful. So it's very likely that Dabi will. So it's very likely that if Dabi ever screams, that will give them a moment like Dabi is Touya. So yeah. Also, in case of if you people are wondering what I think it could be happening with whole that thing, I think that there could be someone that can bring back people back from the dead, which like a guy whose quirk is literally to bring people back from the dead. That's supported by the fact that there are people that can bring back people from the dead, like Overhaul can bring back people from the dead as long as he does it in 5 minutes, and I believe they have to be his own. And Eri could very likely bring people back from the dead. Well, I don't think it was confirmed, but theoretically she could. And so there are people that can bring people back from the dead. And the fact that Dabi states that he has his eyes on a couple of them. And, it's so far it always seems to be Hawks, but it could be the Dabi squad will be made of small elite soldiers, one of them having a quirk that can bring back people from the dead. All we'll say is, when we see at least how Dabi squad looks, some people in it look for a guy who might look like a god of death or any kind of death-related character. Keep an eye out for that. Because I feel like Dabi's statement about it's better to have a small group of elites than a large group of weaklings. So we got hypocritical, or it makes no sense to have Dabi, a guy who believes a small group is better than a large group, to not have a small group made of elites. Also, I feel like there should be a couple of members of the Liberation Army that are high level. Also, the executives and the heroes. And you got the Makia. And the almost better count, but still. So yeah, that's what I think. Now, it never says that he's not asking for your forgiveness. All I'm asking is that I can make up for the things I've done. Which is, I'm not really an expert when it comes to this type of stuff. I'm pretty sure people that are more experienced in the field can explain it to me. But in a way I kind of feel like is that the things that what he has done is unforgivable and he should now be forgiven. He seems to agree with that mentality at least. So he just wants to make things better for their future. That's what I think the whole idea is. And then after the whole conversation, emotional more and everything, we get to see a police car after the ending guy screams, "And never, don't change, now quickly kill me, kill me." And Miss comes in, and his dad was like, "Oh, thank God." So yeah, and Inava and his driver gave me the report and explained that villain's ability allows him to control those markers on the roads, and they said he was boosted with a trigger. The police state that although the trigger has diminished, they haven't, disappeared. It still is there, but it's just not as popular as it was, let's say, currently in season 4. So yeah. And the drivers say like, wow, 2 villains both using the trigger in a week. It's like someone's after the light. Now, I don't think that the League of Villains is after this, not only because I feel like Hawks would have mentioned that, or at least have something wrote in, like a way to mark that they are targeting you specifically, which doesn't seem to be the case. But I think that this trigger thing could be a reference to some of Endeavor's old enemies coming back to bite him, like the ending guy, but major ones, which could again look back into Dabi and his squad working with the heroes, which would be kind of a new thing. I mean, a villain squad not go into because they haven't taken down, just because they want to help. How would that go? That'd be kind of fun. How would that go, I wonder? So yeah, anyway, also the reason why I don't believe they are working together, besides the whole Hawks thing, is the fact that Trigger seems to become a contradiction to the message of the Liberation Army. I mean, the message is you need to improve on your quirk, so the ones that have the strongest can be the highest ranking. How is using a quirk booster logical to this? Like, you boost your quirk, that means you don't train with your quirk, you don't improve it, you just get an unfair advantage, like that other guy. He was probably a low tier villain, but because of drug, he was a bit more of a threat. So how exactly is that logical? So yeah. Anyways, that was like this line will not go away. After that, we see Bakugou saying, Natsuo thanking Bakugou for saving him, and Bakugou's like, Bakugou's like, well, Natsuo's like, what's your hero name? And his Naku is, it's what Bakugou, right? And then Bakugou is just, no, you damn nerd, I'm not gonna tell you. So, obviously, Shoto and Zuko wanna know what his hero name is. He's just that you guys are not gonna. I'm not gonna tell you to. I'm gonna. There's someone else I need to tell. And it never makes a reference to say how the Hawk says a killer idea I give him credit for. Refers to the big three. So yeah. Anyways, after that, it never sends Shoto, Ibakugo, and Zuko back to their dorms to UA, and he goes with Natsuo to home. Probably safer bad because he was just attacked, and even though he lived somewhere else, well, debatable. I mean, he was leaving, but considering that right now he was attacked, I'm pretty sure there'll be no problem if he stays at home. So yeah, that was go and Natsuo go back to home. Full reacts in the generic way you should react, basically. And it was like thanking her and telling her everything you've done was amazing, and I would definitely be able to last as long with the family if it wasn't for you. This is why I decided that it's best that you don't take anymore. It's best that I start doing this. And the decision that it never comes to is that he thinks that Rei, Furumi, Natsu, and Shoto should be a family without him. Because he doesn't think that the family can last with him. Which is kind of a reference to his dream that he had, that where he had multiple dreams over and over and over again. Where him being like, every time I imagine my family happily having a dinner is about me. And Toy because he's, well, pick a pick, he's either dad or Dabi. Pick a pick. Which, I wonder if this is actually going to be referenced later in the arc of my theory about how this arc should go will happen where he's gonna be like, where it's a real, oh hell, now at least you're going to be able to have a full family dinner. Granted, I'm gonna be looking like a burned up doll human. Granted, I'm a burned up human and you are you, so I don't know exactly, but still, I would just love to see that. It would be kind of hilarious if they actually reference that. So yeah. It never sets that he found land that's close to Furumi's school and to Natsu's college, so those two can live together with Rei. Because, again, remember, Rei doesn't have a problem with Furumi, Natsu, and Shoto visiting her. Like, just immediately that Shoto went to the hospital, it seemed like he is able to. There seems to be no problem, so he's like, it never is a problem when it comes to the whole family visiting thing. So he said, welcome mother back with open arms. I mean, after all. If there's any kind of problem, you two can, get in contact. We'll be able to get in contact with, I mean, I'm pretty sure there are ways that a priority of hospitals is to get the pro heroes' personal ones first and, the whole thing. So there shouldn't be any problems. What is a problem is now that Furumi and Natsu are living away from everything and people are targeting Never, they might decide to target the house specifically. But then again, maybe there'll be something like, alright, so if someone targets you, the heroes closest to the area will be called immediately to your place and I will be contacted immediately as well. Meaning if there's any problem, I could come and save. And Furumi is like, what about you? And it never is, I'm gonna stay away. Alright, so that's the way we end this chapter with he never decided to distance himself from the family because again, he wants his family to be happy. And if the only thing that's keeping the family unhappy is that he is around, well, that's a sacrifice he's willing to take. I'm sure there'll be some other things, like maybe they will, I don't know, maybe have to come and save Ray. And I was like, what the heck they're doing right now. I mean, I'm not even sure about the villains in this goddamn arc, but if you really think about it, it's very likely that Endeavor will have to come and save them, and they will come in reaction. Like maybe it's safer now for them to get kind of connected. Like it's not. It probably feels like it's not right that he's the only thing keeping them from being together, and there's only Ray's in a hospital. Again, I'm pretty sure that Ray's reason for still being there is because if he never shows up. Plus, he never can still call, send messages, and can't get in contact with them. He doesn't need to be there specifically. And hell, we don't even know where that land is. As far as we know, that land, I mean, that was interesting, could be in the same city. We only know that it's close to Fuyumi's and Natsuo's places. Fuyumi's school and Natsuo's college. So yeah, there's no problem there. Although this chapter was a little more brief for action and more like theory, what's happening and all that type of things, it was still a pretty good chapter. Wonder if this is going to be like, if this arc is going to be closer to the end, or if this arc is going to go into details with the quirk boosting thing and all that, because they do seem to have a connection, but we don't know what that connection is. We only assume it's Dabi connection or something like that. Now anyways, I hope you liked this video. I hope you're gonna leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos in the future. And with that said, I cannot wait to see all people next time. Bye.